Hey folks, welcome once again to another episode of SwillinGrog's wonderful world of beer. Today we shall be looking at this brew, Murphy's Irish Stout, 4% alcohol by volume, brewed and canned by the Murphy Brewery Ireland Limited. Now, Murphy's Irish Stout is a dry Irish stout. It comes in this a lovely 500ml nitro can. Now, the first time I tried Murphy's Irish Stout would have been about 18 months ago at my 40th birthday. My good mate and fellow Aussie beer reviewer Jez Lawson was kind enough to give me a can, but I don't remember it that well because I was pretty tanked. But anyway, the day has finally arrived for me to review it, so without further ado, let me crack open this can. Whoa, nice hiss there and some smoke, and I'll pour it out into this pint glass. See it surging away there. See if I can get the whole can in, which I should be able to do. Alright. So I'll just wait for that to settle. I'll move it closer to the camera for you all to see. Alright, so we've only got 2 fingers of beige head happening there. Alright, and as for the body, well, yeah, it's, you could call it an opaque, dark brown, almost black colour. Alright, so it definitely looks like a stout to me, folks. Alright, so on to the aroma, I think. Alright, well, I'm picking up some dark roasted malts, as you would expect. There's also a hint of chocolate there as well. Yeah, all in all, it's very pleasant as far as aromas go. Alright, so we've talked about the appearance and the aroma, so that could only mean it's time for the most important part of the review, the taste test. So cheers to you all. Let's dive in. Wow. Well, it's really a malts-forward delight, I must say. You know, smooth and creamy, just absolutely delicious. And getting a nice hint of chocolate there in the taste as well. Maybe just a little bit of coffee bitterness, but yeah, I mean, as far as the bitterness goes, it's very minimal, folks. This is a nice, malt-forward beer to enjoy, on a winter's night. Absolutely, delicious. So, yeah, I think I should have myself another gulp. Well, it's certainly holding that taste profile. Although it's... what you would probably call thin-bodied, it does have a nice, creaminess or milkiness to it, that I guess the nitro, widget gives it. But it really goes down a treat, folks. It's just, so tasty, absolute malty goodness there. I cannot fault it flavor-wise. It's absolutely delicious. So, what would I say in terms of its drinkability? Well, at 4% ABV, it's very drinkable, and it's probably one that you could session to, given the right circumstances. I mean, for me, it's definitely, gee whiz, there's an ant there, although you probably can't see that on camera, but yeah, I just had to flick that. But yeah, back to the beer. Yeah, for me, it's not a beer for all seasons. It's definitely a beer that I'd feel more compelled to drink in autumn or winter. But yeah, given, the right circumstances, the right season, it, goes down a treat. And yeah, very enjoyable indeed. As far as the price point goes, I think it's a little overpriced. Much like, Guinness Draft. I mean, particularly bearing in mind its ABV. But yeah, I mean, the exchange rate probably plays a part in that as well, come to think of it. All right, so what would I give it in terms of a score out of 10? Well, of course I must have one last gulp. Oh, I'm enjoying every gulp of this delicious brew. Well, all in all, it's a very solid brew. I definitely find it, very satisfying, and I'd encourage you all to go out and, try it. I mean, here in Australia, it's readily available. You'll find it at any Dan Murphy store. So definitely give it a go, particularly if you like Guinness Draft. So yes, score out of 10. Well, I'd be more than happy to give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's a very solid brew and very satisfying. So there you go, folks. A 9.5 out of 10 for Murphy's Irish Stout. Thanks for joining me once again for another SwillinGrog beer review. Hopefully there'll be another in the not too distant future. But until that time, fare thee well, all.